And here's a song called LPs off of our most recent LP. Brent's gonna click us in. I don't know how it started, I suppose it was about the 10th grade. I had never bought much music, I just listened to whatever was played. But there was classic rock there on the radio, and it was blowing my mind. And it was all the records no one wanted now, so they were easy to find. So I started getting LPs, they only cost a little, and these LPs were all the ones I needed from the 60s, with psychedelic art on all the great sleeves, much cooler and much cheaper than the CDs, and that's the way I caught the disease. I caught the disease for LPs. There wasn't any internet, a lot of times you just took a shot. Pretty soon you figured out which records would be awesome or not. If the year was from the 60s, it was probably good bang for your buck. If the year was from the 80s, it was guaranteed to totally suck. I started learning about the LPs. At that time, education just cost low fees. $3 for this Dylan record, oh yes please. And the Cream and Rolling Stones and Arlo the Threes. A giant treasure trove was all for pennies, and that's the way I caught the disease. I caught the disease for LPs. By 1994, I had completed all my Zeppelin and Floyd. Zeppelin and Floyd. I had all the early toe, but their later stuff just made me annoyed. Made me annoyed. You realize that the radio just scratches at the top of the dirt. Top of the dirt. When $4 can buy you Crown of Creation with the lyric insert. So I had a lot of LPs. My friends were mostly clueless. It was just me in an ocean of cheap vinyl like the Black Sea. I hardly had an income, but it was easy. An awesome world awaited with a cheap key. And sometimes in the garbage they were just free. And that's the way I caught the disease. I caught the disease for LPs. And then the 90s ended and I wasn't no teenager no more. But I started getting shakes if I was passing any used record store. Used record store. I got the finger muscles you develop when you flip through a stack. Flip through a stack. Crate digging for the cheap and obscure, and there was no turning back. A total junkie for the LPs, and nothing in the world was gonna help me. You see me quit no sooner than see L3s, and there was nothing like the thrill of getting lucky. I'd be flying 5 sheets to the breeze. Nowadays, that stuff is so expensive, I don't bother to try. Everything's been picked through, and everything is priced really high. The field is overcrowded, it's impossible to get a good fix. So I'll walk right past the records, and I flip through all the used compact discs. And nowadays, it's mostly CDs. No one wants to keep them, so there's plenty. Folk and punk and private press and rap and indie. Bonus tracks and liner notes or just empty. As long as I can still make a good discovery, I've still got that music hunger disease. That disease that I caught from LPs. When they were dirt cheap in the 1990s. Woo! Yeah, whatever people don't want, that's the time to get it. Take a chance on something, and might blow your mind. And if it's cheap, there's less chance you'll regret it. Though I'm drowning in my stacks, cause of all the stupid albums that I used to try. Nowadays, looking back, I just regret the ones I didn't buy.
Jeffrey Lewis and his fabulous band live in session, Relaxation, Tylenol PM and LPs. Yeah, just fabulous. Thank you so much, you lot.
Thanks for having us again. Always such a pleasure to see you.
Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you at Yes later on as well. Okay, thanks again. All right then.